you must control your simulation and reprogram your reality. And at the end, I'm going to give you a wonderful practice that I have actually just started, and it is actually exposing a lot of my distractions, and it will expose yours as well. But to start it off, if your world feels out of control, it's because of your consciousness has gone on autopilot. But what if I told you that the remote was always in your hand? This video will pretty much rewire how you think about your imagination, your inner dialogue, and why you must master the simulation that you're pretty much in. What I'm about to share isn't just theory, it's the key to your shift. You're not a passive thinker, you are the programmer. So your awareness is the cursor that selects the next scene of your life. So you know that the mouse on the computer that you're holding and how you select different icons, you are the person that is selecting different icons for your life. So as you shift from reacting to reality and you're designing it, the state of consciousness is like the modes of survival mode, creation mode, and pretty much a surrender mode. So the present moment is pretty much your launch pad that you're taking off from and starting to become more aware of. Now, a compound of affirmations. One affirmation said won't do anything, but repetition builds belief. So what you repeat becomes the reality you rehearse. So as you say these affirmations, you start to feel yourself actually just say them without even looking at it on paper. And this is what I actually had to actually practice at first, because when I didn't have a affirmation, I had to write it down and I had to continuously repeat it and look at what I wrote until it was actually second nature on how I just memorized it and continued to say it throughout my day. Anytime that I felt myself becoming a little negative or being off of awareness of my actual consciousness that I know that is a part of the character that I would love to be. So the affirmations are the codes you're embedding into the simulation. So you say them with feeling, not just the words. The heart writes the codes faster than the mouth. So that's why you have to continuously repeat them and you have to feel them. But I'll help you with the exercise that I'll give you at the end of this video. So you must embody your future. Don't just think about it, right? You have to memorize the feeling. So what I tend to start doing is close my eyes for about 17 seconds and vividly, intensely memorize the end goal of what I actually want. Myself in the supercar, myself in the home that I would love to have, myself on vacation, myself building the business and helping other people become successful as well. Only for 17 seconds. And as many times as I compounded these 17 seconds, I start to notice that my inner dialogue starts to see it on the reality, because now my subconscious does not know that my actual reality is what I'm actually seeing right now, but subconsciously I'm still believing that I have everything already. So when your nervous system believes it's already done, the world starts to catch up. So it has no other choice but to see that your world, your inner dialogue, your world will start to match what you are actually seeing on the internal. So the end must become your emotional by default. So feel if your wish is as of now. It's not as far away. It's not as far away as you think it is. Train your body to believe the goal is already real. Now, Your imagination creates the reality. You don't deserve, you don't you don't observe reality. You project it. So your imagination is your direct line to the control panel of your existence. Imagination is not fake. It's the actual blueprint. So your world is actually reacting from your inner movie. Now, the simulation doesn't generate from the thought. Your thought generates from the simulation. So your imagination is actually the simulation. So everything from your life as of right now is from your imagination. Little do you know. I know everyone has been a part of deja vu. You've seen it before. Why do you believe that? What you say silently is what the world says back. Your inner voice speaks louder than your actions in the language of the universe. So you may hear a lot of people saying you need to work harder, you need to work harder, you need to bust your ass. Yes, I get it. But at a standpoint of kind of understanding that if you're not aligned with your inner dialogue, which is how you're going to be tested at the end of this exercise that I tell you at the end, you'll understand that you'll get to, just 1 second. I'll get to it at the end. But your inner voice is not it. Your inner voice should stop narrating the fear and the lack and the confusion. You need to replace it with the intentional dialogue. This is working. I am already becoming it. The longer you can stay at that end phase, the faster your world starts to form. So you need to focus on the time travel. And focus is time travel, actually. So hold on to the destination, hold on to your goal long enough, and then you'll arrive. So visualization isn't about seeing the visualization isn't about seeing perfectly. It's about maintaining the attention long enough to impress the subconscious. So your thought is your control. Your control of your thoughts is kind of like your spiritual hygiene. So your thoughts are not casual, they are the creative. Every thought is kind of like a paintbrush going across a canvas of your world. And you can clean up all of the mental loops. You can catch what if it doesn't work thoughts and cancel them in actual real time. So if this resonates with you, I want you to save it and rewatch it when you forget who you are, and share it with somebody who's still sleeping in the actual dream. Now, the exercise that I want you all to try, I want you all to sit in a actual seated position, back straight, and I want you to close your eyes and just try this for 5 minutes, right? I want you to imagine yourself at a pond. You are sitting on grass, you're sitting on a mat, either or, and you have trees on either side. Both sides, does not matter. And you have the sun right in front of you. You feel the heat of the sun on you. So once you do this, I want you to imagine a leaf just floating back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until it hits the pond and the water ripples to you. And I want you to try to get to 20 leaves. If you feel any type of thought but this leaf going back and forth until it hits the pond and the water rippling, nothing else should be on your mind. If something else pops up on your mind and you're not even able to get to 5, that lets me know that you must practice this meditation, because what you are now doing, you're focusing your attention and you're actually being distracted by a lot of things, if you're not able to focus on this leaf without thinking of anything else but this leaf floating back and forth, hitting the water and the water rippling, you're supposed to be able to do 20. I am not able to do 20 at the moment. This took me a long time to get to even 5. So as you continuously try this throughout your day, what you start to notice is that you start to become more relaxed, because it is a sense of meditation. But what ends up happening is your intention on your actual subconscious of that goal that you really want, you actually become more focused on it, because now practicing this leaf exercise helps you become more focused. So I want you all to try this. Let me know in the comment sections how you feel about it. And as always, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.